Hey, Shalom. Okay, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak the Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak the Kakadash. Double honors to our apostles of Great Millstone, our elders of GMS. Okay, and citation, peace, and blessings to the hopeful elect of the children of Israel, the 12 tribes, people of Negro, Latino, and Indian descent. All right, just pushing these prophecies into the end. All right, video warning, alert. Advice concerning those that are in doubt, questioning, you know, the times we're living in, you know, and what these times we're living in entails. And you got to be aware that these scriptures, man, is exactly what they're saying. And, you know, as far as the prophets are concerned, what the prophets are out prophesying and teaching concerning this market, the MOTB, you better listen, man, you know. And actually, you better do your own looking into this so you have a better understanding, so you won't find yourself out there still questioning. You shouldn't be questioning this major prophecy in the first place by this time, by now. This thing is not some thing that you've lined up to get in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. You know, it's not that what brothers referring to as that jump shot or that Kool-Aid or that taco sauce, you know, or that witch's serum. You know, this thing is coming, period. It's coming, you know. And again, you better stop questioning these things, man, and, you know, and wake up to the reality. Because really, a lot of jakes just going to receive this for the simple fact they just don't believe it anyway. Just for, oh, you know, oh, those niggas out there said this is what it is, so that can't be what it is. You know, it's a major hatred for the so-called black man, you know, and what we're out teaching and prophesying and warning our people about. It's, you know, is totally being rejected, you know, just for that fact. It's us who's saying it, you know. And that's why a lot of 2/3 are going to be condemned to death when they receive this thing, you know, unless they doubt it, you know. They didn't believe, you know, in that case, you know. So diving into these scriptures here, it's important you listen to this here. It's important, and I'm using the scriptures as my guide. And jumping into the scripture here, it's Romans 14:5. You don't want to find yourself caught up into this this state of mind. Romans 14:5. One man esteemeth one day above another. You know, and we're not there. We're not in that state of mind. Every day alike here is in hell is all the same. You know, and we know from day to day we're praying that this place is destroyed. So we're not, oh, I'm looking forward to the weekend. You know, I'm going to go out party. You know, I might be, hell, what's going, you know, I'm an Israelite on the weekend, but during the week, man, I'm going to do my thing. You know, even after camp, man, I'm going to go do my thing. You know, chase some women and go party, go please my woman, go on vacation, you know. Check it out. Another esteemeth every day alike. And that's the mind state you got to be in, man. This place is about to be destroyed. Regardless, you can't be questioning that fact that maybe the Most High is going to prolong this destruction from 5-10 years from now. And even so, if the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai did, you got to get in your mind that that destruction is coming regardless. You know, you got to get in your mind that destruction is coming regardless. His promise is coming regardless, man. If he were to, what's the word am I looking for? To extend these days out 5-10 years, which I don't see it happening. You know, a lot of us truly believe that this destruction can come later this year. It can come early next year. You know, it can come late 2024, but the destruction is around the corner. As the scripture says, the scripture I'm thinking of, let me see if I can get it here. Let me see if I can find this here. See, we keeping this in mind. Also a scripture that's in Romans. Romans 13:11, and knowing the time, and that, Romans 13:11, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe. You know? So it seems like it may seems like it's tearing. It seems like, oh, it may not be happening uh in several more years, or more years, which a lot of Jake that keep repeating that bullshit out of their mouth, or it's not going to happen in this lifetime. All the signs is there that it's about to happen now. All those signs is there that it's going to happen. It's about to happen soon. And as the scripture says in Revelation, the devil knoweth that he have but a short time. This devil knows that his new world order has a window, and it's not a window like before that, oh, they can continue on doing research. They can continue on deceiving the world. They can continue on terrorizing the world, and things, and nothing really major is happening on the news and the media. This devil knows his time is running short, so he's making things happen. Governments around the world and already put into play their central bank digital currencies. All the world banks are in line with this thing as we speak. So again, another theme of every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. Let every man be fully persuaded in your own mind. And the best way, in my advice, is to give you, and especially those that are trying to wake up, new to this wisdom, new to this information, is to do your own research, man. To do your own research, man. And examine those words. It's simple. And then apply those words that you're examining, and hell, look at the news, look at the world news, look at alternative media. You can see this thing is about to take place. So again, one man esteemeth one day above another. That's a worldly nigga. Those are worldly Israelites that esteemeth one day above another. Which in all reality, the day that the day of visitation is, of course, clearly is going to be a day above another. But come on, we're talking about the way they are thinking now, the way of the world, the way of the 2/3, how they're thinking now. That in a lot of where the scripture here you go. Here, let me grab this here, which this applies heavily. I'm not sure if it's one word or not. Lukewarm. The Revelation, is it 3? Yeah, Revelation 3. This is where it starts at, in your mind. Here you go, 13 and 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. Art without word cold or hot. Yahweh Shem Yahweh, he requires you to either be out of this truth or be in this truth, But you can't be straddling the fence, which he's what really in his mind he's looking at as totally disrespect, because you're receiving this beautiful word, but you're not receiving it in the manner that he intends for you to receive it, as being put on fire, man. Whenever you see a threat, whenever you see there's a looming a pending dangers, that you're supposed to act, man. If you so-called call yourself a man and you want to protect your family and your loved ones, but here you are. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, again, an Israelite only on camp day, but during the rest of the days, you a nigga, man. The rest of the days, you a simp. Rest of the days, you're just worldly as it can be. Worldly as it can be, man. So that's why a lot of you gonna, which a lot of 2/3, let me put it that way. And there are going to be brothers that's going to falter, that's going to totally falter as far as turning in narcs, turning in brothers, just totally gotten weak. Oh man, they're here. They said this. He lives here. It's gonna be some brothers that's going to fall in that wicked state of mind, man. That's going to fold under Esau. That's going to totally fold you know. But the Most High requires us to be on fire, period. And it says, I will spew thee out my mouth. And those lukewarm type of individuals, they're not really convinced in their mind, because what's cool, it's really a lot of them are around because it makes this wisdom, it defeats Esau and everything he comes with. And they're on fire with that all, and really they're just looking for um, um, their own glory. They're only looking for the pleasure of making the churches and these worldly doctrines look bad. But other than that, as far as really being a true brother or being a true man of the Lord, man, that's the least thing on their mind. So that's why he said, I will spew thee out my mouth, you know? So without being convinced in your own mind, like the scripture said, let me go back to that Romans. One man esteemeth one day above another, another esteemeth every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. It all starts in your mind, man. Whether if Yahweh Shem Yahushua is dealing with you or not, and or put it this way, it's depending on how Yahweh Shem Yahushua is dealing with you, because we know he's put in the mind of some of those out there to be lukewarm. We know he put in the minds of some of those out there to be in this just to make themselves look good for popularity and for status. Then he got those out here, which the very few, he got those of us that are out here, and Lord willing, we're those men that are, hey, we're just fully setting this place being destroyed. We're fully setting to usher in Yahweh Shai's kingdom, period. Doing the work to usher in his kingdom, man. And teaching those likewise to do the same thing, teaching men how to be teachers, or be how Yahweh Shai put it, let me teach you to be the fisher of men. Let me see if I can find that here. Let me see if I can find that. Fisher is just Fisher. Looks like it came up wrong. Fisher. I know I'm spelling it wrong. Speaking John the Baptist, fisher. It's like look at this, typing everything wrong today. Just the state of mind you have to be in. This is positions you got to always find yourself in. Here we go. Let's see here. And I know it's in the Matthews 2, Matthews 3. What I'm referring to could be Matthews 1. Okay, probably. You know what? I'm going to have to go through it anyway. Let's go to Matthews 2. And I'm going to go to 1. Prior chapter, Matthews 1. And I know it's going through the generations, but so it could be 3 scriptures I'm actually thinking of. Fisher. Let me just do it this way. Slock it. And I know a couple brothers know what I'm talking about, the scripture I'm referring to. It's funny. It might not even be in Matthews. You know what? Hmm. I'm gonna have to get up and get my actual Bible, cause you know what? Um, I'm gonna pause this here in a minute. I'm gonna run up and get my Bible. Yeah, let me do that. Oh, Salaki. Here we go. The first disciples. Matthew 4:18. And Yahushua walking by the Sea of Galilee saw two brethren, Simon called Peter, and Andrew his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishers. And he said unto them, Follow me, and I will make you fishers. It's fishers, not fisher. Fishers of men. Okay? And what he's not talking about having a net and throwing it in the water and catching men. Don't use your ignorance that way. He's talking about how to become teachers and by teaching them the truth, period. And by teaching the truth is the teaching that the Israelites are going to be punished, the Israelites going to be delivered, the Israelites is going to usher, is going to the ones that's going to be building the kingdom. All what that entails, all the truth entails, the whole biscuit, the butter roll biscuit, the whole roll, that whole roll, and they straightway left their nets and followed him. All right, and that's a lot of what a lot of us have done, which uh, the spirit that he's put on a lot of us, man, is just we have it well set in our minds that this is it, man. This is the end of Esau's world, like the scripture says. This is the end of Esau's world, in the beginning of Jacob that followeth. We believe that, man, and that's the spirit that he's put on a few of us, a few of us, because as the scripture says, the the harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few. Those are his words. The laborers are few, which they are. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. Oh, come on. Here we go. Matthew 9:37. Then said he unto his disciples, The harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. What does he mean by few? The laborers are few. Few usually means three when you look at it in this world point of view. But what he's meaning and what I meant by is little, small, a few, of number, multitude, quantity, or size. Okay? And that's you can clearly see that where, the times we're coming in, and especially these, being under the control of these goddamn devils, man, the labor uh, should be really, in all reality, many. But this is how Yahweh Shem Shai requires it, man. And this is how it's going to go out. It's going to continue to go out as that few. The true sincere, and I'm using that word sincere, that true sincere uh, laborers, that true sincere low number, few, quality, you know. That's why a lot of these niggas about to die, man. A lot of them are about to die. So you got to be fully persuaded in your mind and not be out here guessing, man. You know, and especially concerning these things that are about to throw down. And let me bring to your attention this video here, the wording of this video. Just listen here. And this is the state of mind, a lot of how they're thinking in their minds, man. And that seed is planted in a lot of people's minds, and that's why they're gonna continue to go out continually guessing. Oh, is this it? Could this be it? No, we've been telling you what it is and how it's going to go down. But listen to just the words from the beginning.
So in China, for example, God, this is going to happen here.
So, like, you know what?
So in
you don't. It's not even on here. The original video was they raised the question, is or if this, if no, it was if this comes to America, and that's the same. That's the thinking. That's the same wording. That's the, that's arising in a lot of people's minds. If no, it ain't no if these things. If this thing is going to take place, it's going to take place. These prophecies, they're going to take place. It ain't no if. There ain't no if about it. It's going to take place. You know, and especially dealing with my two sons when I speak to them. I'm not. This thing is going to take place. You don't question it. And there's always that question. There's always the question. There's always maybe a little comment behind this might be prolonged, and this can't be it, and he's not going to do it. And I'm always getting into their heads, man. No, you better stop doubting these things. You better stop doubting what's about to take place is going to take place, because he said it was going to take place, But there's a good video I have here. Yeah, let me let it play.
So in China, for example, God, this is going to happen here, I think, too. Although maybe people will fight. If a traffic camera catches you jaywalking in China, digital ID system has your blood now, has your genetic code, has your photograph. It can identify how you walk, so even if you can't see a face, you can be picked up by gait. It will convict you of jaywalking and take money out of your bank account with no intermediating judiciary at all, and show a picture of you to the people in the neighborhood so they know that you have jaywalked, and reduce your social credit score. And if your social credit score falls below a certain level, then you can't buy drinks from a vending machine, you can't play video games, you can't go on a train, you can't get out of your 15-minute city. All that's already in place in China.
You hear that? It's already in place in some parts of the world. It's already in place in some parts of the world. You lukewarm niggas. Let me read the scriptures. Let me find this here. Let me open another one here. Excuse me. Here's a proverb here. A couple of them. It's like it. The water. I didn't expect this to come up, but so it's precept on precept. Proverbs 1:5. A wise man will hear and will increase learning. And that's a wise man will hear and will increase learning. That means getting better understanding of what's going on here. And a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. Okay? To understand a proverb and interpretation of the words of the wise and their dark sayings. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Let me go back again. So, I'm looking for a specific wise man looking to his going, some of that extent. Give instruction to a wise man, and he will be yet wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase a learning. Okay, a wise man feareth and departeth from evil, but the fool rages and is confident. It's good scriptures too. Okay, all right, well, you got the point. Those couple of scriptures that I read. So where was I at? Okay. So these things is definitely it's going to take place, man. You know, it's going to take place. Right? So with that warning, shalom.